Hi, again, welcome. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the 40th Annual Anderson Area Chamber of Commerce Citizen of the Year Awards Ceremony. We thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us this evening. I am Kim Cunningham. I know that because it says it right here on the script. And I am the president of the Anderson Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, and I extend my greetings and thanks to you all on behalf of the Chamber. Tonight we have an opportunity to come together to recognize individuals and businesses that serve to make our communities a better place, and we commend all of those who will be honored here tonight, and we thank them for their tireless contributions to our community. This year's event is presented by Mount Washington Care Center and Park National Bank. Will representatives of these two businesses please stand and be recognized? Thank you very much. We do appreciate your continued support of this popular community event, and the Chamber appreciates your involvement. At this time, I'd also like to extend thanks to the Anderson High School Chamber Orchestra under the direction of James Ledbetter. We were privileged to enjoy their performance during our networking and social hour, and we just wanted to thank them for sharing their time and their talents with us this evening. This is a great evening for the Anderson Area Chamber and for the many volunteers and businesses that work to make our community a better place. Thank you to all of you who have come to honor your friends, family members, and co-workers at this annual event. At this time, I am very proud to present our MC for this evening, Mr. Clyde Gray. Clyde Gray Clyde Gray has told the stories of daily life in 3 communities for over a 37-year career as a television news journalist. He has interviewed a host of politicians, including a sitting president, senators, and members of Congress, moderated debates between candidates for statewide offices, covered natural disasters and human tragedies and triumphs with a focus on helping viewers find information that matters to them. Gray began his career in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, a particularly favorite place of mine, which is his hometown. He started in January 1977, serving as a general assignment reporter and weekend anchor. In 1979, WLWT brought Gray to Cincinnati as a reporter and anchor. He moved to Baltimore as a reporter in 1983, but returned to WLWT 2 years later. In 1990, WCPO hired Gray to anchor its weekday evening newscast and work with its investigative reporting unit, the renowned I-Team. Gray has served Cincinnati on the board of the Dan Beer Council of the Boy Scouts of America and the board of trustees of the Scripps Howard Foundation. Clyde is married with 3 children and lives in Sims Township, Ohio. It is my great privilege to introduce Clyde Gray.
Kim, thank you very much for that generous and gracious introduction. Thank you for that warm welcome. That was 2 suit sizes and 3 pairs of glasses ago. I hate that picture. I want to thank you for the opportunity to address you briefly, and I promise it will be brief this evening. You have to keep in mind that I like short speeches because if I talk too long, I get in trouble. I'll give you a prime example. Not too long ago, someone asked me to introduce Archie Griffin at an event similar to this one. And so I'm reading the script. I'm following along and I'm introducing Archie. And part of the introduction included a remark that came from his coach, a very laudatory remark that came from his coach. You all know him. He's very famous. His name is, at least as I said it, Woody Allen. So, given that history, I'm going to be mercifully brief tonight. But I do want to say, first of all, I'm sorry the young people are gone because they were phenomenal. The skill that they displayed, absolutely. So if you can, make sure the word gets back to them how good we thought they were. Also, I'm very impressed by this facility. I have not been here prior to tonight. and really didn't know what to expect, but this is just absolutely gorgeous. And I can tell by the way some of you went through the food line 3 or 4 times, they know how to cook out here too. So that's a good thing as well. I am very grateful for the opportunity to be here with you this evening on this great occasion, having had the opportunity to look at what some of you in this community have done, for which you are being recognized tonight. I have great hopes for this part of the tri-state. You seem to have good corporate citizens here who are willing to invest in their community, not merely to extract profit, but also to enhance and make the community better. As some of you may know, I have a public relations consultancy, and so I talk to clients on occasion with the clock running. Let me just get that, with the meter running, I should say. Let me just get that on the record. But I talk to clients, and I make sure that one of the things I encourage them to do is think about ways that they can contribute in a socially responsible way to the communities in which they operate. There are 2 levels, if you will, of value to that kind of contribution. In the first instance, it makes the community stronger. It makes the community better. It makes the community richer in terms of the resources that it has when companies are willing to do socially responsible things. Socially responsible things is basically defined as dedicating some of their profits towards a social use, towards a community use, towards community engagement of some form or fashion. And so I always say that that is a wonderful thing to do just simply because it's good to help your community. But where you can marry helping your community with helping your business, that's a wonderful thing as well too. And I encourage people who I speak with in this regard to do that as well. 81% of the Gen X, Gen Y, millennial consumer group out there, and that is going to be the group that's coming into the fore economically in the not too distant future, will make a decision about who they'll do business with based on whether they deem that person to be socially responsible, to that organization to be socially responsible. Take a look at Procter & Gamble. It's working very hard to be at the business roundtable, the minority business roundtable. Why? Because it is speaking to a population demographic that's growing. Take a look at Ben & Jerry's ice cream. They tout the fact that they source their ingredients in a responsible and environmentally responsible way. Why is that? Because people not only in this day and age want to spend their funds with somebody who turns out a good product, they want to know that they turn out not only a good product, but that they care about the communities they're in. I have to tell you, based on what I am seeing here tonight, that the members of this chamber are in good stead in that regard. I am fascinated to see all of the things that some of you are doing to make this community better. My encouragement to you is to continue to do that, because the stronger this community is, the stronger the surrounding communities are, and before you know it, we all become a strong region for business. So thank you very much for listening to me about that. I look forward to talking with you in the next few minutes about some of what some of you have been doing in this community and in this region. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Clyde. That was awesome, as I knew it would be. Okay, so among us are some of Anderson area's top citizens, students, educators, and businesses. Their efforts represent volunteer contributions in a variety of areas. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Dallas Jackson, Superintendent of Forest Hill School District and fellow Chamber Board member, to the front to help present the Educator and Student of the Year awards. And Clyde, if you'll please do the honors.
Absolutely, Kim, delighted to do that. The first award of the evening is the Anderson Area Educators of the Year Award. And this year we are honoring 2 educators. First, from Turpin High School, John English. John English, or Senor, as his students will call him, began his teaching career in 1991 after a tour with the Peace Corps. and he was teaching while he was with the Peace Corps. And from the very beginning and every year since, John has focused his learning on the importance of having a global awareness of the world long before the term global was hip, happening, and fashionable. His ability to impress upon young people the importance of knowing another language and another culture is the foundation of his teaching. He believes that along with classroom instruction, experiences outside the classroom best create the awareness, the passion, the lifelong yearning to learn more and be a part of another culture. And so traveling abroad with students, let me say that again, traveling abroad with students in the summer became an annual event for 25 years, with as many as 3 trips in one summer to accommodate all of the interested students. He took students to Spain, Portugal, Morocco, Italy, France, England, and Costa Rica. Within the walls of Turpin High School, John led student council for 20 years. Now, he shares 2 basic beliefs with students year in and year out. Students can lead a positive, engaged school culture, and community service should be part of that school experience. He is always student-focused, passionate, positive, and committed to culture and student development. John has mentored every new colleague in his department by leading them through challenges and celebrating their successes. His passion and his work ethic surely live on in the minds and behaviors of students and colleagues alike. We are pleased to recognize John English as Anderson Area Educator of the Year. Our second Educator of the Year award goes to Barb Gilming from Archbishop McNicholas High School. Barb has been in Catholic education for more than 20 years and at McNicholas High School for 15 years. She began her tenure at McNicholas as an assistant technology coordinator and business teacher and has adapted and grown with technology and the educational needs and possibilities. Barb started the Rocket Report, that's a video news report of McNicholas High School news, and has taken the reporting from something hang on, maybe I need to go back and get those glasses I had, and has taken the report from something she shot and edited to a school mainstay that students write, that they shoot, that they host, and that they edit as part of their work in video editing and filmmaking classes. She inherited the Senior Video Project and has built it into one of the most anticipated components of McNicholas's graduation. Barb also films football and basketball games, recruitment videos, and many other school events, including the Mardi Gras pageant. She is the chairman of the business department. In addition to her programming, video editing, and filmmaking classes, Barb also teaches multiple levels of Algebra 2 and geometry. Barb's positive attitude and willingness to embrace change has made her an invaluable asset to the high school. Because of her willingness to act on suggestions, embrace new technology, and share her knowledge and excitement with her students, Barb is a student and colleague favorite. Barb's enthusiasm for her work and interest in helping her students achieve their potential is admirable, and it is contagious. Her work and devotion to her students has made an indelible imprint on McNicholas High School. We are pleased to recognize Barb Gilming as Anderson Area Educator of the Year. Barb, come forward. Congratulations. All right, now let's move on to the Anderson Area Student of the Year Award, sponsored by Huntington Learning Center. This year, we are honoring 2 students. Our first winner is Margaret Maggie Sheehan, a senior at Archbishop McNicholas High School, who is accompanied by her parents, Bob and Kelly Sheehan. Maggie is a leader, both in the classroom and with a number of student organizations at McNicholas High School. Maggie is a member of the National Honor Society, the Service Club, and she serves as a McNicholas High School ambassador. She is a 4-year member of the Service Club and Respect Life Club, for which she serves as president. Maggie has more than 400 hours of community service, including 187 hours at the Ronald McDonald House. Maggie is a quiet leader. She knows how to lead in a humble way, never seeking spotlight or reward. She serves her school and the community because it's the right thing to do. Maggie's been part of McNicholas High School's Appalachian Retreat, a service learning experience, and has served as a leader for the Kairos Retreat. Anytime she leads, Maggie gives her thoughts in a wise and profound way that inspires her peers. She said that everybody matters, and she lives this out. We are pleased to recognize Maggie Sheehan as Anderson Area Student of the Year. Maggie, please come forward. Congratulations. Our second Student of the Year recipient is Alex Stringfellow, a senior at Anderson High School. Alex is accompanied by his parents, Aiden and Iva Stringfellow. Alex Stringfellow is so well-rounded in all facets of education and life that it's hard to believe he is only a senior. Alex is a National Merit finalist and is ranked second in his Anderson High School class. Alex always strives to do his best, taking 13 advanced placement classes over his career, as well as countless honors classes. Alex currently has a 4.627999875 GPA. In looking at his, it is actually a 4.627. Sorry, Alex, I didn't. In looking at his academic prowess, one might assume Alex is simply focused on classwork and nothing else, and that simply could not be further from the truth. He possesses an amazing sense of self and humor and is extremely well liked by his peers. Alex was selected by Forest Hills School District to visit China last summer with Dr. Jackson. He came back with a lot of great stories and he presented them to various groups. Alex is active in a variety of clubs and activities. He was named ECC Player of the Year for Academic Quiz Team. He is captain of the team and has led the AQT to the regionals being held in April. Alex also led the AHS Science Olympiad group to a state placement, and the AHS, you know what, that should be so simple. Alex, I might need you to come up and help me with this. AHS Jets, yeah, thank you. The AHS Jets team to a state final, winning AHS a $5,000 scholarship. We are pleased to recognize Alex Stringfellow as Anderson Area Student of the Year. Alex, please come forward. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alex, congratulations. And now we'd like to take this opportunity to present the Anderson Area Chamber of Commerce Special Recognition Award. This award honors an individual or organization that has had a special impact on the Anderson area community. And this year, we are pleased to honor Phil Sinkovich. Phil Sinkovich's duties at FHSD during his 42-year tenure were many and expansive. A teacher for 30 years, boys varsity basketball coach, girls tennis coach, and administrator for 12 years, Phil did it all and was a true jack of all trades. In addition, he coached 12 years of college basketball at UC Claremont. Phil was always trusted to pick up whatever didn't fit in anyone else's job description and deliver a good result. He taught himself what he needed to know to do things well, and he made all of his peers feel good about the skills they brought to their jobs and shared with him. He always had a smile on his face, and if he didn't know the answer to a question, he'd certainly find it. Phil was very involved in community education. At the time, FHSD had over 2,000 students and over 100 classes offered in the fall and spring. His can-do, can-learn attitude encouraged the district to explore new offerings, new ways to reach out into the community, generally to keep the program relevant and viable, and he made it all fun. Phil worked with the Anderson Area Chamber to be a true champion of partnerships between schools and the business community. He was a tremendous liaison with Hamilton County Fire and Sheriff's Departments as well. He also was involved in local safety and wellness initiatives, coordinating disaster drills between police, schools, township, creating school safety manuals, and working with SAGA to get info to staff, parents, and students. Phil was able to work with the community and building administration to develop safety plans and to look at proactive ways to keep students and staff safe. He was very instrumental in the development of the crisis intervention training and plans for each building. Through it all, Phil remained humble and actually managed awards programs for the district, recognizing others rather than himself. He was a great teacher and always supportive of others. Phil's the kind of person who knows everyone and really makes things happen. He develops friendships with everyone he comes in contact with and is able to see the big picture of what a district community needs to do in order to be successful. He continues to network with Forest Hill students, staff, and alumni, making everyone feel they are part of the community. It is an honor, therefore, to present Phil Sinkovich with the Anderson Area Special Recognition Award. Okay. Okay. Phil, congratulations. We were supposed to surprise Phil tonight, but he came in, went through the pamphlets at your tables and wanted to know, what is this with me on it? So Phil, congratulations. Good work. Next on our agenda is the Anderson Area Volunteer of the Year. The Volunteer of the Year Award is sponsored by La Rosa's Pizza, and we are pleased to award Dr. Stephen Fagans. Dr. Fagans has been a great addition to Mercy Health's staff and the Anderson area community. He has taken on an active role in connecting Mercy to the community through outreach, sponsorships, and community projects. As an active member of Anderson Township's Transportation Advisory Committee, Dr. Fagans is a strong advocate for providing residents with opportunities for physical activity through the Anderson Trails Network. His knowledge of health risks as well as ways to combat them is invaluable not only to TAC but also to the county-wide We Thrive initiative. As a member of Anderson's We Thrive committee, Dr. Fagans works to make healthy living easier in our community and throughout Hamilton County. His volunteer role in the community doesn't stop there. He has also served on Anderson Township's Economic Development Committee for nearly 3 years and is a vital member of the Housing Subcommittee. In addition, his weekly email newsletter to Mercy Hospital staff and community members, which apparently folks know about, and there's apparently an inside joke to that, I guess, helps spread township information to Anderson's largest employer and enables the township to know what Mercy is up to. Dr. Fagans is also a true partner in education. He understands the complete picture of how schools and businesses connect and create a win-win actually for both parties. His partnerships with Forest Hills include supporting and attending numerous career events at Nagel, spearheading the Medical Explorers Shadowing Program. During the year-long Medical Explorers Program, a partnership with Mercy Health Anderson that allows Forest Hills students to explore careers in medicine. Students learn all aspects of what takes place in a hospital, from surgery to dietary needs and everything in between. Leading Nagel design projects, allowing students to be involved in design construction projects for Mercy, projects including parking lot, ICU, waiting room, and the cafeteria. Dr. Fagans served as chair for the successful 2014 bond issue to rebuild and renovate FHSD schools. He launched a partnership between schools and Mercy Wellington, works to provide student and staff wellness initiatives, offering mammograms to staff, student programs and wellness activities at staff professional development days. He is supportive of the FH 5K. Dr. Fagans has always approached his work and outreach with a contagious sense of adventure and good humor. No matter the project, who the participants are, he finds a way to speak of and to each person with respect and empathy. This is what makes him a great doctor and what allows him to build bridges with so many diverse groups. We are pleased this evening to recognize Dr. Stephen Fagans as Anderson Area Volunteer of the Year. Dr. Fagans, congratulations. Dr. Fagans, congrats. And now on to our next category, Anderson Area Business of the Year. The Business of the Year Award is sponsored by NFP Corporate Services. And the winner of this year's Business of the Year Award is La Rosa's Pizzeria, Anderson and Mount Washington. La Rosa's Pizzeria, Anderson and Mount Washington is dedicated to serving the community in many different ways. They hold in-house fundraisers for various organizations such as JDRF, local schools, churches, and to local families in need. They provide donations, whether gift cards, gift baskets, pizzas, or product, to support literally hundreds of organizations, from the schools, charitable organizations, churches, athletic associations, events benefiting local families, sports teams, and local businesses. They volunteer in and support area festivals in any way possible. They also participate in popular events such as the Run to Remember and the FH 5K by giving away hundreds of pizzas. La Rosa's is an active chamber member and supports and participates in various chamber-sponsored events, including Party on the Plaza and the Anderson Area Pizza Showcase. La Rosa's is a true partner in education. They are heavily involved with the local high schools and give sponsorship donations to support the athletic departments each year. They participate in the Forest Hills Transition and Work Study program, which gives special needs kids from the local high schools the opportunity to come in and work in the restaurant for a few hours every morning. They also donate pizzas for after prom to all the local high schools. La Rosa's commitment to the Anderson youth and education is evident. La Rosa's is proud to partner with so many fantastic community organizations, too many to name, in fact, and it strives to deliver on every opportunity. They feel it's part of their responsibility to give back to this great community in which they live and work and which supports them so generously. We are pleased, therefore, to recognize La Rosa's Pizzeria, Anderson and Mount Washington, as Anderson Area Business of the Year. Will a representative of La Rosa's please step forward? La Rosa's Pizzeria, congratulations. And now this evening for our final award. It's the Anderson Area Citizen of the Year Award. The 2015 Citizen of the Year Award sponsor is Park National Bank. This year's Citizens of the Year, John and Jean Croxton. T.P. White & Sons Funeral Home has been in business since 1870 and is still serving and contributing to the community. The longevity of the business is due to a dedicated support system from funeral home staff to understanding family members. T.P. White serves an average of 450 families annually, making it the largest single facility funeral home in Cincinnati. And a Croxton still answers the phone 24/7, most of the time. Growing up, John worked a variety of jobs, including delivery of mail for Mount Washington, with one other person serving as his assistant. John attended Mount Washington Elementary School, graduating from Withrow High School, then on to the University of Cincinnati College of Business. After serving his country in the United States Air Force during the Korean War, stationed in Germany, John returned home to graduate from UC and the Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science. He became licensed in 1956 and joined the family business with his father as vice president and his mother as president. Since 1957, John has proudly served his community of Eastern Hamilton County and Clermont County under the name of T.P. White & Sons Funeral Home as a fourth-generation funeral director. Jean Croxton has been by his side since they were married in 1956. Jean started working in the family business, styling the women's hair and assisting around the funeral home, and later started working in the office full-time. John and Jean are longtime members of Mount Washington Presbyterian Church, where John served as elder and deacon, Jean as elder. Both served on a variety of committees. John is a member of Yeatman, Mount Washington Lodge, Scottish Rite, and a Shriner. He was a member of the Anderson Kiwanis Club, is an active board member with the Mount Washington Savings Bank, on the board of Southeastern Ecumenical Ministries, and a member of American Legion Post 318. John and Jean have supported a variety of local organizations: the Anderson Area Chamber, Boy Scouts of America, Mount Washington Business Association, Anderson Park District, Mount Washington Recreation Center, where a room, by the way, is named after the funeral home, local American Legion posts, in addition to community activities with Mount Washington schools and churches in the surrounding area. They also reach out across town in supporting the Cincinnati Zoo, Cincinnati Fine Arts through the Playhouse in the Park, and the Aronoff Center, the United Way, and Hospice of Cincinnati. The funeral business is a very demanding one. Many hours spent at the funeral home, serving a variety of families. John, at 85, still is an asset to T.P. White, maintaining his license in the state of Ohio. He works with families in his compassionate way of guiding them through what is the most difficult time in their lives. He continues to be giving of himself for the good of the community and passionate about the business, relying on Gene as support staff. For these reasons and many, many more, we are pleased tonight to honor John and Jean Croxton as the Anderson Area Citizens of the Year. John and Jean, please come forward.
I feel very, very humble looking at the list of the people that have been citizens here in the past. 39 of them, and I guess we make 40. But one of the things that I really enjoy in my work is people saying thank you. That is the true thing. I'd like to recognize my family. They are my greatest support. My son John, his wife Sandy, Jennifer, and my friend Jeff, the grandchildren, Dale, his friend Mara, Brianna, her husband Luke, Chris, okay, we got Ashley over there, and Charlie, and her friend Pam, Heather, and her husband Bob. We've also got 3 grandchildren in Minnesota. I've got a daughter in Minnesota. My daughter calls at least once a week, concerned about us. So again, thank you all for this true honor. I guess I need to recognize my wife. She is my support, my love, and we've been married 56 years. She's always been there with me.
You've been married more than that, babe.
Again,
Thank you very much. We appreciate all your support, and we do enjoy our family very much. We have 3 children, one in Minneapolis that we don't see too often, but she gets home every once in a while, and her oldest daughter just married a fellow from Harrison, Ohio, so we do get to see them a little more. But we enjoy all of our family very much.
again, the Mount Washington Anderson Township area is a great place to live, and we're thrilled to have been here many, many years. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks again for this honor.
Lost my place. let's take another moment and applaud the incredible efforts of each of the fine individuals and groups that were recognized tonight. And I'd also like to give a special thanks to Clyde Gray. Clyde, you make it look really easy. Thank you. In addition to the award recipients tonight, I just want to, on behalf of the Chamber, extend how fortunate we are to have each and every one of you here with us tonight to help us recognize these great individuals and organizations. Your contributions are very much appreciated by the Chamber and our community. The Anderson Area Chamber of Commerce is proud to present this event to the community. The Chamber membership is growing, and as its community involvement increases, the Chamber is now stronger than ever, and we're able to continue our efforts to support the local businesses and organizations in the Anderson area. And if you would like to know more about becoming involved in the Chamber, see me after the event. For this special event tonight, there are some other folks that we do need to recognize. We'd like to recognize the Chamber's 2015 sustaining sponsors. If I could just reference the banner over there on the wall, those folks have continued support throughout the year for the Chamber. And so if we could just please give them a round of applause to recognize them. We have some additional contributors whose donations were critical in making this particular event a success. Huntington Learning Center, La Rosa's Pizzeria, Anderson and Mount Washington, Park National Bank, NFP Corporate Services, Thompson Gifts and Awards, Anderson Community Television, Kroger, Jim Moorfield, and Jody McKinley. If we could please give them a round of applause as well. I would also like to thank all of the volunteers of the Citizen of the Year Committee who worked behind the scenes to make this event possible. Would the committee members please stand and be recognized? Thank you guys, you did a great job, and now it would be very appropriate to also thank our host Belterra for this lovely venue, for the great food. I noticed that you guys did enjoy the food quite a lot. So if we could have a round of applause for our friends at Belterra.